What's up guys, Jonny May here from Piano with Jonny, and today I'm going to teach you a super simple way for playing in a jazz cocktail style. Guys, this is my 3-step approach. It is very simple, and you know, I want to say, when I hear a lot of beginner students play cocktail jazz, they'll play it kind of like this. Okay? And that's not a bad approach if you just want to play simple chords in your left hand. But guys, this is a much more interesting approach. And again, like I said, it is super simple to play. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into the lesson here. And we're looking here at the lesson sheet music. Guys, step number 1 is the simplest step, and you want to learn the melody. So we're going to first go over the melody. This is a classic jazz tune called The Way You Look Tonight. Beautiful, beautiful jazz tune. So we'll go over the melody here, and then we'll talk about steps 2 and 3. Okay, so first, let's just go over this melody. G down to C, then we're going to go D, E, F, E, D, pretty simple. Then we're going to go E, F, G, F, E. Now I'm going to cross my thumb here, F, G, A, G, F, G, A, B, C, down to a low C. Then we're going to go D, E, G, F, E, D, C. Okay? Very simple melody. All right. So we're going to move on here to step number 2, which is the most important part, which are the chord shells. And before we do this, I want to mention that we're currently launching our biggest special that we offer all year long on our membership at Piano with Jonny, up to 50% off the membership from now until August 16th. So you have a few days to take advantage of the biggest savings we offer. So I'll put a link to that below for you guys. But I want to talk about chord shells, guys, and this really takes your playing up a level, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to take what most musicians would play chords like this, and we're going to break these chords up into these very simple chords in the left hand that have some nice color, but they're not very hard to play, okay? What we're going to do is start with segment number 1 on the chord shell, okay? And there's basically 4 chords that you need to know for segment number 1, okay? Go ahead and play this with me. We're going to play an E and a B in the left hand there. Then we're going to hop up and go G and C like that, okay? Pretty simple. Next one, we're going to go to an F and a C. This is our chord shell on a D minor 7, quite simple. And then we're going to move the thumb down to a B. Okay, very simple. Segment number 1. And I would just practice this segment. Make sure you're comfortable shifting between each of these chord shells. Okay, here we go, guys. Segment number 2 is like a walk down segment. Okay, we're going to start up here on the G and the D. Then you're going to go G and C sharp, so you're moving that top note down. Okay. Now we're going to have a new starting point, F and C. Move the top note down. And now here we're going to have a new starting point, F and B flat, and move the bottom note down. Okay? So again, this is sort of like a walk down segment. You're starting up high, dropping the top note, next position, dropping the top note, next position, dropping the bottom note, okay? That's it, guys, segment number 3, or 2. Segment number 3 is super easy, okay? These are simple 4th intervals, E and A, up to an F and a B, okay? Very simple, guys. These are the only 3 segments that you need to know in order to play the left hand for the song. We're going to add some bass notes in a minute here, but once you have these, guys, it's super simple, okay? What we're going to do here is we're going to add the roots, okay? And basically, the idea is this. We're going to put the segments together, and anytime you see the chord, okay, C major 7, A major 7, all you do is put the root, the C, on the bottom, and then play the chord that I just taught you in that segment, okay? Let's start with C major 7. We're going to start down here on the bottom note C. And there's beautiful C major 7 chord, okay? Really nice. And we're just simply breaking up the chord. And again, we're using the chords that I just taught you, okay? A minor 7, we're going to go down to a root A. And then here's that second chord from segment number 1. Okay, this is called an A minor 7. Again, this is called a chord shell. We're just using notes from the chord, but we're making it sound really nice. Next chord is a D minor 7. We're going to go D on the root there, F and C. Now G on the bottom. And that concludes segment number 1. Okay, very simple, guys. Really easy. Segment number 2, let's go. This is that walk down segment. We're going to start E on the root. There's our chord. You guys remember this? We're going to go down to A, drop that top note to C sharp. Now we're going to a D, G on the bottom here. All right, guys, let's conclude segment number 2. We're still on a G minor 7, so we're going to go to that G there. Our final little walk down here. Really nice, really gorgeous left hand. And then we're going to go to an F major 7, okay? We talked about this earlier. F is going to be the root. This is segment number 3. Remember the starting point here? Okay. Again, these are chord shells, quite simple. It's the 3rd and the 7th of each chord. G7 will go G here, and there is the 3rd and the 7th of the chord, okay? So once again, a chord shell is the 3rd and the 7th of each chord. They're the most important notes in a chord. When you want to play jazz, you always want to have these notes present in your chord. After this, guys, you go back to segment number 1. We're going to go C major 7, A minor 7, D minor 7 like that, and then G7 like that, okay? It's the same exact thing we played earlier, okay? By the way, guys, I mentioned earlier we're doing this launch special at pianowithjohnny.com. We just launched a brand new website, and we added a ton of features for our members, so be sure to check that out. You guys have a few days to take advantage of up to 50% off, and we have learning tracks at Piano with Johnny, so you can really study jazz piano. You can study cocktail jazz, jazz swing, Latin jazz, bossa nova. We have full-length courses for all playing levels, so be sure to check that out this week. All right, guys, so that is going to be adding roots to our segments, guys, and that pretty much concludes the song. That gives us a nice left hand to accompany ourselves. You can also drop your roots even lower. Like when you want to start the song, you can start on this low C down here. You can go. Okay, notice that these roots are a little bassier down in the lower register, so that's something I would encourage you to try doing, guys. But the final step here is to harmonize the right hand. This is step number 3 here, okay? And this is really, really simple, guys. A lot of jazz musicians will complicate harmony, and they'll say, well, you can do this, and you can do this, and you can add that note, okay? But I like to simplify the harmony and say, okay, what's one technique that you can use throughout the whole song? And guys, you can use 6 harmonies on this song, and it sounds really nice. Just give it a listen. Okay, all I'm doing are playing 6ths, and a 6th interval is simply where you start on the melody note like a G, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So our harmony note will always be a 6th below. So you can sort of memorize this position in your hand, and then when you jump down to the melody notes, you're always playing the note a 6th below it. You guys with me? And I have all this notated in our lesson sheet music. By the way, most of our courses at Piano with Johnny come with lesson sheet music, so our members can actually download most of our lesson sheets. We have smart sheet music, so you can change the key. Makes it super easy to learn, okay? So again, we're talking about 6th, okay? And that's it, guys. Really, really nice, okay? Now, I want to talk about a couple more things that you guys can do before we end this lesson today. And that is you can add some color to your left hand. So something that's quite nice is to do 7th chords in the left hand. So before you jump to the chord, you can use the root and the 7 of each chord, okay? A, use root 7, A, G, up to your chord, okay? Your D, I use root 7 to the chord. And then G, I'm using root and 7, okay? And the way to find the 7 is to play an octave like this, and then just drop the top note down, okay? And this works over almost all the chords. E minor 7, A minor 7, D minor 7, G7. This adds just one more harmony note. Guys, final note here is you can improvise on this. Okay, using one scale, which is called the gospel scale. It's C, D, E flat, E, G, A, and C. All right, guys, this concludes this week's quick tip. And once again, if you want to take advantage on the up to 50% off special we have going on right now at pianowithjohnny.com, click the link below. And this is, again, the best price that we offer to our members all year long. As a member, you get unlimited access to all of our courses. We currently have over 140 courses in cocktail jazz, jazz swing, Latin jazz, blues, stride piano, pop, rock, improvisation, technique, theory, and we have lessons for all playing levels. And actually, currently right now inside the membership, we have the Jazz Ballad Improv Challenge, where I teach our members how to improvise over tunes just like this. So if you guys get in the membership this week, you can also participate inside that challenge. All right, guys, it was a ton of fun in this quick tip. Hope you guys are enjoying these, and we'll be doing another one next week, and I'll see you guys in the next lesson.